Good morning, grade 2s, and welcome to Monday morning's maths lesson. Let's have a look at this date. Today it's 08-06-2020, and I want us to have a look at the picture in the corner there. Yeah, as you can see, it says a tens house and a ones house. Now, when we did the plussing soldier sums, when the number got too big in the ones house, we had to move the 10 into the tens house because only the ones can live in the ones house. So today and for this week we are going to be doing subtraction using soldier sums, but we're going to be using a thing called borrowing. So in addition it was called carrying, and in subtraction it's called borrowing. So you need to listen very carefully to these maths videos, pay attention, sit nice and still, and let's see. So what you'll need for today is a whiteboard and a whiteboard marker, your blue maths book, and you're going to switch your maths brains on for me. Okay, pause the video, go and get those things, and then let's begin. Right, let's look at a pizza. Everybody loves some pizza. Let's see this pizza. This pizza has how many pieces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. And there is my ones house and my tens house again. So my pizza comes from the ones house restaurant. But now I walk and knock onto the door and I say, I would like to have 9 pieces of your pizza, ones house. And the ones house looks at their pizza and says, but we only have 6 pieces. So 6 is too small to give you 9. So I'm going to have to knock next door and borrow from the tens house some more pizza to be able to give to you. So remember, if your 1 is too small, you need to borrow next door. So you're going to knock next door and say, please can I borrow some more pizza to sell to my customers. So you can't take 9 away from 6. You have to go next door and borrow more. Alright, so I'm going to explain this properly in a sum, but just remember, you need to look at your numbers very carefully. Alright, let's have a look. So we're going to work together on our whiteboard. There is our sum, 55 take away 39. And we set it up the same. We have our tens and our ones, take away, a 50 and a 5, a 30 and a 9, and our equals lines. So let's start with our ones. And there our sum says 5 take away 9. Can I take 5 away from 9? No, you can't. 5 is smaller than 9. So 5 has to go and knock next door. There we go. He's knocking next door at the tens house and he's saying, please can I take 1 of yours? So we're going to cross out the 5. And that becomes a 4 in the tens house. And I've taken 1 5 and I'm going to put it by my ones. So now you can see that my number in my ones is 15. So my new sum is 15 take away 9, and that is 6. Then we go to the tens house, and our new sum there is 4 take away 3, and that is 1. So our answer is 16. Okay, so think about it nicely. If your top number is smaller than your bottom number, you have to knock next door and borrow 1 more. So then you cross out the number, make it 1 less, and put the 1 into the ones house. Okay, we're taking 10 from next door. Right, let's practice another one. 72 take away 48. Can you write that on your whiteboard for me and try it on your own, and then check the video to see if you got it correct? And don't worry if you don't get it correct. I just want to see if you understand from the explanation on the sum before. Okay, so let's have a look. Starting with the ones. My sum is 2 take away 8. I can't do 2 take away 8 because 2 is smaller than 8. So I'm going to have to knock next door at my 10s and say, please can I have 1 10 of yours? So I cross out the 7, make it a 6, and put a 10 in my 1's house. Now my sum is 12 take away 8. Do you see that, boys and girls? So 12 take away 8 is 4. Then I jump to the 10's house, and my sum is 6 take away 4 is 2. So my answer is 24. Alright, if you got that right, please give yourselves a big, big pat on the back, because that is fantastic work. If you didn't get it right, don't worry, we're going to keep practicing. So let's do another one. 20 take away 5. Set it up on your boards in 10s and 1s. Okay, pause the video and then come back to have a look. So I start with the 1s. 0 take away 5 is, I cannot do 0 take away 5 because 0 is smaller than 5. So I have to knock next door at the 10s and say, sorry Mr. 20, please can I have one of your 10s? So you cross out the 2 and he becomes just a 1 and give yourself a 1 in the 1s column. So now our sum is 10 take away 5. And that's easy, is 5. And now we jump to our 10s house and our sum is 1 take away 0 is 1. And there we go. Right. So now we need to move on to today's work. If you need, please boys and girls, keep going back and looking at my examples to help you remember. Remember the steps. If the number in the 1s is too small, knock next door. Take 1 from the 10s and cross out the 10s and put it by the 1s. Okay? So just follow the steps and you're going to be fine. Don't forget the steps. And if you do forget the steps, watch the video again. So there is a page from your blue maths book on page 25. Complete page 25 in your maths book. Write the date, and heading the date is 08/06/2020. Remember to borrow a 10 from next door. Right, you can use your yellow and your green pencils to help you. And then when you finish, please ask mom, dad, or granny, or grandpa, or aunties to send a picture to your teachers so we can see. And if you're really battling, please get your mom or your dad to give your teacher a message so that we can phone. But I also want you to understand that this is the first day we're doing it, and we're going to be doing this every day now for this week until we understand it. Okay? But the very important thing is just remember that you need to borrow 10 from next door. Okay. Well, good luck, have fun, and I can't wait to see all your pictures.